Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff Kelberg, and I'm talking to you today about a project for Sharp Electronics that we are going to be doing in a number of retailers. However, the purpose of this call is to walk you through at a very high level the work that we're going to be doing for Cons. And what I'd like to do is start off by letting you know that we have two primary objectives for this project. Objective number one is to install a new media and header sign on the Sharp 70-inch TV that is called out by model number and is located in qualification station. The second overview is to update the content and install a new header sign on a different Sharp TV that is also a 70-inch TV. I would like to call out when you look at the instructions that Shauna has highlighted the differences in the model number because they are very similarly named. So it's very important that you focus on the model number to ensure that you're doing work on the correct unit. Okay, so you are going to be shipped some items directly to your home. You will be receiving a media player and a USB that you will be taking to the store. So it's very important that you bring that. And the store is going to have the header signs shipped directly there. So you'll need to find those when you get to the store. As always, we're going to have a picture required for this project. Just be ready to ensure that you've taken the pictures that we call for. So when you get to the location, as always, introduce yourself and check in with the store manager or the department manager who runs the category. It's very important that you bring the letter of authorization, even more so than normal, because within the LOA, it calls out that you are to get assistance from the Cons employees. You will need a minimum of one person helping you, and there may be a circumstance where a second person is called on, and we'll get to that in a moment. But again, I just want to call out, you will need assistance, so it's important that you bring that letter of authorization, and also a reminder to pay very close attention to the model numbers. They are both 70-inch TVs, and the model numbers look very similar. There's literally only one letter difference in the model number. So the first unit that you're to install is in qualification station. The only thing that I'm going to tell you about the work that you do with this unit is that qualification station is not necessarily called out with a sign. It is an area. Okay, so just want to call that out. You'll also be installing the new media player in this area. The one thing that is absolutely critical, and we really want to focus on safety, is that when we did our shakedown location, which means to test this, one of the TVs that we had to update the content for was not in the correct location, and that if that is the case, you are to get significant assistance. In fact, and we'll show you this on page 2, how there is we have pictures for the incorrect location and for the correct location. What's absolutely essential is that if it is in the incorrect location, we do not want you to deploy this. The next step for you to do when you see that it is in this incorrect location and it has the big X in it, is to go to the Cons manager and say that we're not allowed to move that TV, but that if he or she has 2 employees that are prepared to lift it and bring it down, then we can proceed with this component of the project. However, if they do not have 2 employees and they only have 1, we do not want you assisting. So it must be 2 Cons employees. This is for your safety. Very important that you follow this step, because it's a heavy TV. I think it weighs about 84 pounds. And when it's this high, you cannot be certain that you're able to control it when you're picking up your side of it. So when it is at this height, if cons cannot supply 2 people to bring it down for you, and then subsequently, after you've installed things, if they can't put it back up, you are not to do that. Very important that we stay focused on that. So, and we've got guidelines in here, etc. There's also, there will be times when you have to pick a TV up that's in the proper location where it's only about a foot off of the floor. And again, that will require the use of, you will need to get assistance from a cons employee, but you may be, it'll be between yourself and the cons employee for lifting it up and bringing it down should that become necessary. But again, that is only when it is in the lower level position. This is extremely important that you follow these instructions. So we've called that out. Again, objectives 1 and objectives 2, the same rules are applying in terms of how you lift the TV and whether you're allowed to do so or not. So just wanted to make all of you aware of that. We're not going to take you through the details of the actual project because they're in here. The instructions work. But what we wanted to stay focused on is that this is a safety call, and that it is very important that you have the proper safety and using the guidelines that we're providing. So that's really all that we wanted to discuss on this call. Obviously, we have the normal rules in place about you need to have your name tag, you need to dress appropriately and be courteous at all times. Our work safely, we've obviously called that out as an extremely important component. You're going to be working in the store. Chances are that they are open for business. So as always, please be organized and keep things clean. We will need a picture from you that is called out in the instructions. And please make certain that you fill out the survey questions online and that you accurately report your time. So with that, good luck with the project, and that's all that we have for you today. Thank you very much.